Hi everyone, and welcome to today's video, which is all about neuroception. So I'm going to be briefly explaining what it is and how working with neuroception is a wonderful opportunity for healing and for deeper nervous system healing, getting closer to the root cause of your nervous system dysregulation. So in my last video, I spoke more about the 3 different nervous system states. Neuroception is the process that happens before. It is the process that shifts us into each different nervous system state. So you can see how this is an important component to take into consideration. So neuroception is the unconscious scanning of the nervous system that detects cues of threat or safety. So depending on its assessment, whether it's detecting cues of threat or safety, then determines what the autonomic response is. So if it's detecting cues of threat, then we're likely to move into either defensive state, either the fight or flight mobilization response or the dorsal vagal immobilization response. And then it also works the other way around. If it detects cues of safety, then that can shift us into the ventral vagal state, the social engagement system, which is more of a state of connection. So the thing with neuroception and where the opportunity or perhaps necessity for healing comes in is that for the most part, neuroception is faulty, meaning that there is a mismatch between your nervous system's assessment and what's actually real and happening here and now. And this is largely because your neuroception is heavily influenced by all of your past experiences, all of your unresolved hurts, woundings, fear, all of your judgments and biases, and your inner critic. It all heavily distorts the process of neuroception, meaning that it's more likely going to be detecting threats that are no longer there, keeping us in a perpetual state of nervous system dysregulation, constantly activating either defensive protective state, either the fight or flight or the dorsal vagal, until the energy from the past or the fear or whatever it is, the unresolved hurts, the judgments are faced and released. So this is where we need to get a little bit deeper for true nervous system healing to occur. So if you become aware of a point in time when you experienced a shift into one of the protective defensive states, which you can refer to my previous video for reminders. So what we want to bring awareness to is what was the feeling before the shift? What was the stimulus that caused us to shift into one of the survival responses? And for that to occur, we need to allow ourselves to feel. One of my mentors always shares that feelings are the eyes of the heart, and they reveal much more about what's truly going on for us than anything we think we know. So as much as we may love to think about it and try and figure it all out, it's just not going to work. It is a feeling experience. So we need to, first of all, be present, allow ourselves to feel, and be really honest with what our experience is and what it is that we're feeling. We're also wanting to take responsibility for our feelings, meaning that we're not making it about what someone else did or said or blaming someone else. We're taking responsibility for our feelings. And then as part of that, we want to listen to what these parts are trying to tell you, and perhaps what they need from you. Perhaps they just need to be heard and acknowledge that they are there. Perhaps we need to bring something to these parts of ourselves, more love, more compassion, or perhaps even sometimes more discipline and boundaries. It really depends on what is presenting. So some of the tips that can help us as we're getting more in touch with our feelings and allowing our feelings to flow is, firstly, it's not happening now. This can be something that we can even repeat to ourselves, because when past energy is coming up, it sometimes can be really strong and it feels so real and like it's happening now. And so it can be great to just remind ourselves it's not happening now, as a way to keep us present in the here and now, and to also take away some of the fear that may be associated with the feeling, because it may be coming from a very painful time where you weren't very safe. However, that experience has already occurred. We've made it through. Now we're just attending to all of the impacts that happened along the way, and we've been carrying along since. So to harmonize and release this energy, we need to face it and feel it and experience it as it is. Which ties on to the next tip, which is acceptance. First of all, accepting that it's there and just accepting the way that it feels. Not trying to change it or change the story or change the flavor before we accept it. Accepting it as it is, that releases the judgment surrounding the energy, which is what releases it. In many ways, judgment is the core of all dysfunction. It's what freezes and locks the energy and what keeps us dragging it along with us. So acceptance is the remedy to judgment. There's no judgment in true acceptance. If you're still experiencing some subtle judgment or it's getting stuck, there may be more that you need to accept. Even accepting the fact that you can't accept it can help you just get a little bit closer to acceptance. The next point, which is maintain presence. So this kind of go hand in hand with the first point. When this energy is coming up, it can be very easy to get swept up into it and experience it as if it is happening now. So we can bring in some of our presence and grounding tips and tools here to keep us in the moment. So that can be the looking around the room, seeing what we can see, what we can smell, what we can hear, what we can touch, feeling our feet on the floor, visualizing grounding cords into the earth, whatever it is, or just even simply breathing slow, conscious breaths. So, because the safest place that we can be is present in our body, here and now, connected to the planet. So this can be a helpful thing to have in your toolkit, so to speak, beforehand if strong feelings do come up. So just something to help keep us present. And then we have the exciting part. We have the opportunity to choose something new. This is where the reprogramming comes in. So this is after we've allowed ourselves to feel, we're being honest with ourselves, we're accepting it is as it is, and we're letting it go, and then choosing something new instead. So this will be really unique to everyone, and depending on what the feeling experience was, perhaps we'll choose something that previous version of us needed, whether that was more kindness, compassion, unconditional love and acceptance, or perhaps it was more discipline, self-determination, or courage, boundaries, whatever it is. It's completely up to you. Feel your way through it and take the opportunity to choose something new and embrace the new. So that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you like it, please do hit like and please subscribe to see more videos in the Loving Your Nervous System series. Thank you.